I was going to say, I thought Neil Armstrong, like, he was actually very influential in a lot of other stuff. Even though he didn't fly into space after that.
He had everyone beat.
It was Buzz Aldrin. It wasn't Neil Armstrong. I apologize to
Neil, who's up in heaven.
And died in 2012.
Why is July 21st, 1969 famous? Oh, someone stuck a foot on the moon.
Someone stuck a foot on the moon. They just opened the door and threw a human foot on the moon and drove off.
And it was fossilized on the flat Earth.
No, the new theory is if you look at their boots, it didn't have the line pattern on the bottom of their boots, and so they're like, the picture they took was fake.
I just like that people really want to have that be wrong.
It's the same people who...
Why do they want to have it be wrong? That's, I guess, my thing is...
It's like the same people who deny a certain event that happened during World War II. Like, are you stupid? Like, do you want me to show you a video?
People... I don't know if people just don't want to... I don't know. It doesn't make any sense to me, I guess. But...
It's that darn human condition.
Speaking of human condition...
That was Danny's opening to start the podcast.
Yeah, but I didn't.
Josh is playing with his toes. It's gross.
No, I think I'm getting a corn rose.
Well, you don't need to play with it in the middle of the podcast.
A foot corn?
I don't know.
Foot corn.
What is that called?
I don't know.
I think it is called corn.
Yeah, it is a corn, but maybe it's a fork.
Oh, come on.
How about you put your feet down?
That's a great...
No, we can get viewers this way.
No, it's true. No, we cannot.
Twaddling along after dark.
This is my foot cracking.
That made me uncomfortable.
Now we got all the views. Anyway.
All of them.
We're starting off this podcast good.
We are. We're starting right now before anything else happens. Welcome, everyone.
This could get spicy.
To the Twaddling Along podcast, the podcast where Josh picks at his feet in the middle of the podcast, making Jake very uncomfortable.
Very.
I am your host, Dan McBride, the third brother, who is, I don't know.
You're actually the first brother.
That's true. But I already introduced you two in the most uncomfortable way possible.
I'm not uncomfortable. I'm totally comfortable with my feet. Thank you very much.
I'm not.
This says something to us. This says something about us.
What, that I'm comfortable with my own body?
This is the very definition, ladies and gentlemen, of the human condition.
we have the full spectrum here.
Pure comfort, pure revulsion, and something in the middle. Ambivalence? Maybe it's ambivalence.
Ambivalence, huh?
What is the definition of ambivalence?
Let's find out.
Just not caring.
Define ambivalence. The state of having mixed feelings or contradictory ideas about something or someone. That's what I have.
That's really...
I don't think your feelings are mixed. I think that you're just straight up revulsed.
I'm just I am
So,
revulsed.
Jake, if I stuck my toe in my mouth, you would like...
Why are we talking about this?
Joshua.
Viewers, I am so... would we call them viewers or we
I
call
think
them
it's
listeners?
listeners, 'cause we
Listeners, I am so sorry.
It is pretty gross.
I mean, they might be viewing the artwork that's going to be done, but now I'm going to have artwork that...
Of just a foot.
No, there's not going to be any feet.
Oh, that's true. Especially when you find out the topic.
This week on the Twaddling Along podcast, I didn't know where to go from there.
We're going to talk about Josh.
We're gonna psychoanalyze where Josh has actually come from.
This is an intervention.
We
wrote letters.
The more and more we have this podcast, the more and more convinced I may be adopted.
Oh no.
We once thought that, but now you look too similar to us.
Exactly.
So we do look
We're
similar.
pretty darn similar.
It took a little weight gain for you to get there, but
Hey, Grandma tried for years. It just took me getting married in 2 months.
We are on the last of our 3 podcasts in this series, which means that we are on the human condition. And no, we are not talking about Josh because that would take too long.
That would be a whole year's episode, and we'd only scratch the surface.
The Josh Chronicles, that's what we'd call it.
Because it's a deep well that doesn't end.
It's a bottomless pit of despair.
Because it keeps adding to itself. I keep digging. That's
Now,
what it is.
Last week I did paranormal. Josh did history. This week, Jake is doing the human condition.
I am doing the human condition.
And he teased it last time, I think. Did you tease it that we were going to talk about? I think you did.
Did I?
I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe you teased us.
I can't remember.
Jake, why don't you introduce the topic this week?
So, I thought, with the new year, here's a wonderful opportunity to talk about things that we can improve on. And so I immediately went, you know what? We're all married.
Yeah.
And
What
so,
a miracle that is.
we've actually been married for a little while.
That's true.
We're not up there with some of those,
Our parents
20,
were like
30, 40 year people. But, I mean, what, Danny, you're at 16 years this year?
We'll be 16 this year.
Josh, you're at 7?
Yep, it was 7th this
And
next
I'm
year.
at 10.
10.
Look at us.
All together.
We add up to each other. Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
Wait, what?
We add up to it.
Yeah, so Jake's 10, I'm 7. Oh, you're 16.
I'm 16.
Dang it. We missed it by one
Josh is the
frickin' year.
accountant.
Josh deals with numbers
Hey,
every single day.
after hours, man. After hours, the drinks settling in.
The drinks settling in.
Those drinks settling in this water.
No, yeah, we've been married.
Yep. So we're going to talk about marriage.
Now, to
Marriage.
preface this, I do want to say that we did invite our wives. And Danny's wife said, I can answer questions and you just read them off. My wife said, heck to the no. Jake, what did your wife say?
I don't know.
Oh,
Did she say something?
I can't remember.
I don't think she was part of the conversation. I think you were asking the other people about it.
Oh,
My wife would have smiled and been like, well, I don't know. She's sweet, nice, and cute.
In this very serious conversation, I'm going to sprinkle it with marriage facts.
Well, if you think this is going to be serious, then I'm going to disappoint
Marriage
you pretty
fact
quick.
number 1. The reason for you may now kiss the bride in marriage is actually a Roman tradition. The kiss is a legal bond and was seen as a legal bond in Rome, and we've just carried it over.
Legal bonk.
Bong.
hey there, brother.
This is some good marriage.
What you're saying is there's some people out there who's been married like 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 times with several different types of people.
Probably. I think it had to be a declared kiss.
Oh, I declare this kiss. Mwah.
I said, can you imagine someone just running up to a stranger and be like, I declare us married?
You're my wife. You're my wife. Everyone gets wives.
Thanks, Oprah. Sorry, Jake, go ahead.
We're talking about marriage, right?
Marriage.
So initially I was going to say, hey, let's talk about marriage advice and we'll look towards improvement. But then I found questions that people like to ask married people. And I thought it'd be really funny to ask you guys these questions.
Oh, no.
So,
Do people want advice from us?
well, I like the idea that we all have PhDs in saying the wrong thing at the wrong time.
Amen to that, yo.
And that we are just looking to improve ourselves, and talking about it in public like this is a way to improve ourselves.
I think I have 3 PhDs. Thank you very much. Dickens.
What?
For all of you who are questioning this is having to go back to our Charles Dickens.
No, Jake said that we have a PhD in saying the wrong thing at the wrong time.
And so what was your other PhD?
No, I have 3 PhDs in the exactly same thing.
Oh,
He kept forgetting that he
I
had the PhD, so he kept
see.
going back and getting the same one.
I got it.
Because I kept saying poop.
Okay, all right.
Josh does like...
He does. You do like the word poop.
Poop and pee.
The more I've found in my life, the more I've, progressed in my life, the more I realize I really love potty humor.
Body humor is the best kind of humor.
There are some moments when I just find myself laughing hysterically at just little things that are revolving around the potty.
Marriage advice number 1.
Potty
Find a woman who also likes potty humor, and you will live your days happy and jolly.
I like to point this out. So I freestyle rap at home.
You like to point it out?
Yeah, I just want to.
That was the most random thing. I just like to point out. Sometimes I find myself freestyle rapping at home. Me too. Sometimes, Josh, I like breakdancing at home. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean it's a standard practice, but if I can't think of anything to rhyme with, I just say poop or pee.
Oh,
And he does.
you do.
There is a whole lot that we...
You know, I
Like
used to listen to the Goof Troop because I sit in the toilet and poop.
Troop and poop. That's your freestyle rap.
That's the haiku of the day.
That's the
Thank
potty
you, Eminem. All right, Jake, start us with the question.
Here, we'll start with this one. What was the biggest culture shock you experienced when you first moved in with your spouse?
A woman.
A woman.
That's literally
Josh woke up and went, "Oh my gosh, there's a woman next to me."
seriously. No.
I don't know if this is so much a culture shock, but women shed hair,
Yeah.
and a lot of it.
Yeah.
I almost choked to death my first night. Preface: it was because of my wife's hair, and I was facing her, and I inhaled, and it went up my nose. Moving on.
I think that, not the hair part, but just the sleeping next to a woman
We've lost Josh.
is very different.
Sleeping next to a man.
Yeah.
That is weird.
Yeah, because I think I was so accustomed, you sleep by yourself for so long that then there's this creature in bed next to you.
Did you just call your wife a creature?
Yes.
A creature.
A beautiful creature that I love very much, but nonetheless, someone else other than me, and I had to share things like blankets. That was hard.
I will say this. Now I can't sleep without my wife.
No, I 100%. Like to a point where it's actually a problem. If I have to go like out of town on business or something, like I don't sleep.
Yep.
So there you go.
So I will say this. My biggest culture shock was, yes, like there's another person that I'm around all the time, but at the same time, girl family.
Oh yeah, because we're all boys.
We grew up in
Mostly boys, I should say.
Yeah, we grew up in a mostly boy family. We have a special needs sister. So we didn't necessarily get like the full female experience, I would say. And so getting into a female only family was wild.
Everybody just get the meme my wife sent.
Yeah, I've seen that multiple times.
My wife knows what we're talking about tonight and has decided that she's going to send some stuff to us. So
She sent us a meme. It's the one
About
where it's,
marriage.
Yep, it's the for those of you who
comparing
haven't
a
seen
wife
it.
to a crocodile.
Yep. How
By
to
throwing
know
a blanket.
Say how to know if your wife is frustrated, and it shows a man throwing a blanket on top of a crocodile, and the crocodile just ripping the blanket to shreds.
And then a man doing the exact same thing to his wife.
Yep. So now I would eventually like to do this podcast again with our wives.
I agree.
And have them answer these questions because this is like a little culture shock. I'm sure them marrying us was like
It was a
just
problem.
boulder.
I will tell you a story.
Stop playing with your toes.
Sorry,
driving me nuts.
They're there. I'm a child. I'm a baby. I'm discovering them for the first
There's
time.
a blanket behind you. Cover them. Thank you.
Hey, look, it's Thor.
Captain America, but you're close. Okay.
No.
So, it is Thor.
Thank you very
I
much.
apologize.
Anyway, so story time. My wife, she sleeps very peacefully. Doesn't, really wake up at night. First night we're married, we had a new comforter, of course, because we had gotten one from, gifts and whatnot. And the tag was on my side, and it was driving me bonkers. So I woke up, sat up right in the middle of the night, grabbed that tag, and ripped it off so fast, threw it across the room, laid back down, and went back to sleep. My wife was like, "Don't make it bad, man."
This is my
This
future.
is the tag right here.
All right.
So this next one, I don't have an answer to, but maybe you guys do. What is the most disastrous date you two ever went on, and what did you learn from it?
Disastrous date.
I don't know. I can't think of a disastrous date, because my wife and I are very simple. When we dated, and even I guess even now as we go on dates, it's like we go, we eat, we talk, we go for a walk, we go home. I can't think of anything like extreme.
And we're talking about like with marriage.
Yes, both not just marriage, before
Dating?
marriage too.
My first date.
Your first date was disastrous.
My wife. Oh yeah, I had it planned that we were going to go up to this hill, and we were going to look out on the beautiful landscapes, and then we were going to go to a hike that was just up the hill.
On your first date?
On a hill. Yeah, on my first date.
Wow.
So we went to the hill.
We were going to lift some weights. We were going to do a couple clean and jerks, and then we were going to go for a 5-mile run.
So now, might I remind you, this was like the beginning of March, so there was like 6 feet of snow on the ground. I didn't think that through. But I couldn't find the freaking hike. And so I drove around for an hour. And I didn't have anything else to do, so I was just going to take her home. So I just started driving back to her house. And it was maybe like 7.
And she still married you.
She's like, why don't we go here instead? Because she knew that I had run out of ideas.
And that right there, I think describes your guys' relationship perfectly. Josh, with the best of intentions, creates something in his head, and his wonderful wife says, let's, instead of hiking in the snow, should we just go get dinner? And Josh goes,
oh, wow, that's such a fantastic idea.
Beautiful idea.
Yeah, so we laughed super hard, and that's where I truly fell in love with her, because we were just able to talk. And I don't know how you guys were. I couldn't talk to women at all. And so, but it came super naturally with my wife.
I think that was the big thing with me and my wife, is that it was natural. I will tell you, not a disastrous first date, but a huge miscalculation on my part, in that I had planned a really cool first date with Pauline, my wife. And it was going to be set up. We were going to go see a play. There was a lot of things. I had told her the date. Everything was set up a couple days before. I looked down at the tickets and realized that I told her the wrong date. So I called her up and I said, I still want to go on this date, but would you also go with me this date too? So we had our first and second date planned prior to ever going out.
That is epic.
Oh. See, I'm trying to think. I guess if we're going to say, my wife didn't know we were on a date on our first date.
Neither did mine.
So we watched a movie at her house, and I thought this was a good sign. I thought, hey, wow, this is amazing. She had invited me over, and I'm like, wow, she's taking initiative.
Jay got invited on his first date.
I did. I did. Honestly, if you know who I am, this was a shock.
Huge. We still have arguments in our house because about a week before I took Pauline on the first date, she took me to a jazz game, and so we've been arguing about who took who on the first date.
See, it was one that we went down and we watched Danny Kaye movies. The actor Danny Kaye, because that's kind of how we found out we had a lot of interest, was through a conversation about Danny Kaye. And I sat on the couch, and my wife walked to the complete other end of the couch. It was a sectional, and she sat down, and I went, oh, maybe this isn't a date.
So I called our first date an adventure, and so my wife didn't clarify and say, is it a date? She just was like, oh, we're going to hang out. So she thought our first date was a hangout. Until like halfway through the date.
Do you guys realize the miracle that
we're married?
We're actually married.
I don't know how my wife did it.
Without our wives, we would have been lost.
I will say this. Heaven forbid my wife passes away. I couldn't go back to the dating scene because I'm a dork.
What a interesting thing to say.
Just saying.
Well, let's move on then.
Marriage fact.
Oh, marriage fact.
Bless my wife.
Married adults live longer and have higher incomes.
Well, no Sherlock.
Okay.
Yeah.
No Sherlock.
No, the higher incomes are compared to two people being single and having the same kind of career path.
I was just kidding. I'm just funny.
You just dirt me. Don't dare me. How dare you?
He
What
they
did you
live
prepare?
longer?
Josh, did you prepare anything? No.
I showed up, didn't I? I have a ring on my finger.
So,
This has been 6 years in the making.
okay.
Next question.
What is the one household chore that you are happy to trade with your spouse forever? I will say mine. Dishes. I hate doing the dishes.
Really?
I despise doing the dishes. I do the dishes, and I do the dishes even without my wife asking. Hate the dishes.
No, I don't mind the dishes.
This is a way for me to have my wife, because she listens to this every week. She already kind of knows, but now she really knows. I hate the dishes. I'll do them though.
I hate all chores. But so I'm actually assigned to dishes.
You're
I have
assigned.
assignments.
Wait, you guys have an assignment chart for it?
I think that's fantastic.
Yeah, because if not, I'd not do anything. This kind of tells. This is not good. I think we need to stop the podcast now. No, I do the dishes, and my wife does the laundry because I hate doing laundry.
That is mine. I hate laundry.
Really?
I dislike laundry.
We're gonna go back to that first question you asked, the culture shock, the separation of laundry.
Oh,
Now,
I'm not good at
I'm
the
going to
separation of laundry.
preface, growing up, our mom did our laundry. It was, in fact, I don't think I ever did my laundry until I went on my mission.
If you tried doing the laundry, my mom would hate you.
But I knew that there were lights and darks. That's it. And whites.
Lights, whites, and darks.
When I married my wife, now there's sweaters, there's lights, there's pastels,
Reds.
there's reds, there's
Gentle cycle.
darks, there's, gentle delicates,
Delicates.
there's towels, there's a whole new world.
Yeah.
And so I hate it. I just leave it up to her.
I will, and that's where mine comes down. I think that I get like panicked because I'm like, okay,
When her sweater comes out and it looks like a doll sweater, and you're like, oh crap.
where does this go? And you like try to read the tags because you're like, I'm a grown man. I can figure this out. And then you're like, I just don't even know. And then there's like, do I use
Do I use the softener?
Yeah, exactly.
Do I use the soap, liquid, powder?
See, and if you're Jake, you use softener every time. And chlorine.
you use softener on your towels?
You shouldn't use softener.
You shouldn't
like,
softener on your towels.
I love soft towels.
No, but it makes it so they don't actually
Absorb.
dry and absorb.
I love my soft towels.
See, this is why I hate laundry.
but
my thing is I love laundry.
you love
I'm
laundry.
not doing it right, but I love laundry.
Oh, see, that is the one thing I can't do.
I can sit, turn on some nice soft music, and just fold.
Really?
Yeah.
All right,
it
Dorothy.
It just drives me nuts.
See, now I could do it, but I know that I'll be like, there'll be something in my wife's drawer, and she'll be like, "Did you wash this?" And I'll be like, "Yeah," and she's like, "Oh, thank you. We may need to go get
Next
another
time."
one," because then she holds it up and it's like the size of her hand. And I'm like,
Oh,
it
crap.
wasn't like that when you put it in.
I promise it wasn't like that when I pulled it out.
I've done that twice, where a sweater comes out probably 3 times.
What do you dry? What do you not dry?
Yep.
I mean, there's just so many rules.
I didn't know that you have to hang things up.
Yeah.
See again? I don't follow any of these
Julie-
rules. We've lost a lot of
Julie-
clothing in the
Sorry,
process, but it's great.
Julie, blink if you're unsafe
Julie,
in laundry.
if you need us to come over and help Jake, we will.
Not with laundry.
That's true. I just said that I'm not doing it, so.
I'll do your dishes.
You guys
but
can come do my dishes. I wouldn't mind that.
You do my laundry.
It sounds like I shouldn't because your wife would despise me.
No, the laundry that I was used to is you put everything in on cold and just throw some soap in, and it works.
That's missionary laundry. I don't think I separated anything on my mission. I don't think there was
Nope.
no rules.
Yeah. I had to wash my laundry by hand, so yeah, I didn't care.
Marriage fact.
Marriage fact.
Divorce rates have actually been declining for the past couple decades. That is true except for one demographic, those over the age of 50.
Really?
They have been increasing.
So for all those cougars out there, Congratulations.
Are we talking about the BYU Cougars?
Yep.
Gotcha.
No, BYU actually has had a decrease.
A decrease.
A decrease, huh?
Ah, yes.
We've been losing the deans.
The magical decrease.
No, a decrease in marriages while attending university.
Do you blame them?
The tower is about to fall. For all those who don't know, BYU has a joke that anyone who graduates who's not married, like the bell tower on campus will fall over and it's still standing. So like, everyone gets married.
Okay.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
No.
All right, moving on. What is your definition of a successful date night now versus when you were first dating? Again, you probably just heard mine. Mine hasn't changed that much. My wife and I would go eat.
It really hasn't?
We talk. Maybe we go grab groceries. Maybe that's the difference.
Okay.
Sorry.
Then you haven't reached the level yet. Because let me tell you the difference between before date night and now date night. Before date night was a beautiful period of a couple hours where we did activities and did fun things. Now it is 30 minutes at a grocery store if I can get away from the 3 children that I have. That is about as successful as I can get at this moment.
You don't go eat?
No. With what time?
30 minutes is plenty of time to eat.
Yeah, if you're snarfing down food and not actually like engaging in any kind of meaningful conversation.
That's what you have on the car ride over and back.
Julie?
Julie Blink.
No,
Julie.
so I will be honest, I don't have children. And so my dates are pretty much the same as, I mean, my wife's going to be like, excuse me. I don't think I put as much effort into dates as I used to, or I used to plan it out like weeks in advance.
Uh-huh.
But now it's like 30 minutes before, and I'm like, what can I do? 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 And then I find something, we go do it.
We're to a point where if we plan something, it's a bigger event and doesn't happen quite as often, you know?
Yeah, like I said, we're still in like the honeymoon phase because we don't have kids, so we still go, you know, our dates are 4 or 5, 6, 7 hours.
That's how it used to be with us. Where you left on Saturday morning, you had no responsibilities. You just went and did everything. You went and saw like a movie, and then you went to dinner, and then you're like, hey, you know, there's something fun happening over at the convention center. We're going to go over there and do that. And then you go and you find a place where you can just sit and you have an ice cream with each other and you stare into each other's eyes. And now it's, honey, do you think we should get ravioli this week?
Chef Boyardee, shout out.
Because you know
Jake's like, I've never
that
done
if you
any of that.
spend like an hour and a half away, by the time you get back, the destruction that will be happening at your house will be cataclysmic, apocalyptic even.
Yeah, I don't have to worry about that. Because my kids don't do anything. It's kind of sad sometimes.
Yeah, but your kids are still being watched by people. You're not leaving them on their own
Yeah, and I
devices.
don't think that's ever going to happen.
Well,
Like I said, I don't have kids. If Kylie left me home alone, that's when the destruction happens.
Ooh, then how about this? How do you navigate the what do you want for dinner conversation without going insane?
Judas Priest. I love my wife. I really do. Kylie, I love you. Let me tell you a story. And this happens on the weekly. We go to a gas station. We like getting drinks. Go to get dirty soda sometimes, but most often we go to gas stations. My wife will take 20 minutes to pick out a candy. Now translate that into dinner. She don't make up her mind. And then I get something and she's like, ooh, that actually sounds good after I've gotten it.
So she eat yours?
Do you know what we do? We go to different places.
you know, that hello was perfect in the background.
Perfect.
This one question is,
I think it leads to more divorces in the United States.
50% of the frustration that I have in my marriage is this one question. honey, what do you want to eat? Or honey, what do you want to do?
I don't know.
Because our wives I think are so caring and loving that they don't want to say the wrong thing. They don't want to put us out. I will tell you how I do it now. I just cook whatever and then just feed it to her.
So you get to decide, and then she just kind of deals with it.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And luckily she I think likes most of the things I make
That's good.
most of the time. But like if we are going out, if we're like, hey, let's go out and get something to eat. It is a struggle.
Amen.
So, it's not that big of a deal for us either. So we plan our meals out on Fridays. So we know what we're going to have the following week. Then it's just kind of a matter of deciding what we're going to have. But for when we go out, I present, usually what we'll do is I'll present some different options and I say, do any of those sound good? And if she says no, then we'll pull up a list and we'll kind of look at it and stuff like that.
If you look at Exhibit A, click. This is Apollo Burger. Click. Next option, presentation.
So what it is we pretty much we use I use the Grubhub app. I don't really order food. I just use it mostly just to see what local foods, and then I just grab like a list of 5 to 10 different, like, so it's not like all like a chicken restaurant, a hamburger restaurant. It's stuff that's just there. It just makes it easier when we're making decisions. Because my wife is the same way. She is so kind that sometimes she doesn't want to worry. But
So what do you do in that situation?
When
she is so kind that she's not going to give you an answer.
I choose Japanese food because she loves Japanese food. I've just learned that if she's not going to give me an answer, we're just going to go to a place I know she likes.
I see. Has she ever not wanted Japanese food?
Yes, when she's pregnant. And that is a little bit of a different ordeal because she also did not like the smells of majority of the places we went to.
I see.
So,
Amen.
But if you guys haven't noticed, my wife can eat anything.
Yes.
Like
My wife.
she will do
spicy.
Yeah, she will eat.
She has a wide
anything.
palate.
A very wide palate. In fact, she scared the Japanese people because she could eat all of their food and more than they could.
Oh, that's awesome. Good for her.
So it's one of those things that thankfully because of that
And
she likes a lot of foods.
Bless my wife's heart. She's the exact opposite. She will go to a Japanese restaurant and be gagging by the time we walk in the door. And then she'll try it, and then I'll just pause there and you could fill in the blanks.
Yeah, it's interesting. I guess mine is I also don't want to disappoint her in my decisions. And so even if I know it's someplace that she likes, it's like, okay, do you really want that right now though? Because we just barely had it. So yeah, I don't know. We've had literal discussions where we're like, okay, we've got to find some place or some way to do this. So we've done the whole, okay, we're going to do 6 things. Then we're going to I'm going to have you narrow them down to 2 and then I'll make the final decision.
Yeah.
We've done that before to varying degrees of success. That is a hard one for us.
We've done, we have 3 main restaurants that if we're not sure, that we've just come to the conclusion that those are restaurants we can go and eat, mostly just because they have a wide variety. So like Black Bear Diner,
okay.
Texas Roadhouse,
Gotcha.
just things like just that they have a wide variety that you have options if you go there. And that's kind of like we call it the Maj Paj place, where you're just like, you know what? We don't know what we want, but we want to go out. This has a plethora of food we can choose from. We'll just go and
see. This is where I admit that I'm the difficult person, though.
Danny has a very sophisticated palate.
No, it's not even that.
It's ridiculous.
I like really good food, but what I don't like is if I'm going out somewhere, I want a new experience. You know what I'm talking about? Like I can't go to like Texas Roadhouse every time we go out. Like, you know, some couples have like, oh, this is our restaurant. I do not have that because to me that is, you are missing the whole world of other things that are out there. Like how can you limit yourself. But that's a big failing on my part.
See,
Is this where we say sorry, Pauline?
Yeah. Blink,
No, she might be
Pauline.
like you though.
Blink if
and then there's me that I'm like, I'm autistic. I could go to the same place for the rest of my life.
yeah.
So, let's see. There's a lot of other questions. There's some serious questions.
Serious.
Do you guys want a serious question?
That was a pretty serious question.
Was that a serious
That was
question?
a serious question.
That could be a marriage breaker. Right
you
there.
you hit on
A
something
very
there.
sensitive food. This is why we look the way we do.
Let's see here. I'll probably save this one for last. This is an interesting one. When in the middle of a disagreement, what is the one thing you should never say?
Oh,
I'll answer this as the oldest.
yeah.
Fine.
Wow.
Have you said that?
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's a
And that is
mistake.
a terrible thing to say.
I will say a lot of times I just start giving short answers because I know I can't say anything right. Like I'm in an emotional state where anything that comes out of my mouth is the wrong answer because I'm not thinking clearly. And so I end up like just saying like, yep. So kind of the same thing.
Yeah.
And my wife loses it. She's like, talk to me, dang it.
Well, and that's exactly. And I think it has taken me a long time to realize that what they want is they want to know kind of
Communication.
your emotional feelings and what you're actually thinking at the time. But that was one of those where I like it was learning about proper communication. It was learning about love languages. It was learning about the men are from Mars, women from Venus kind of stuff where
Yeah.
I didn't just do it because in my mind, the fine for me was I'm accepting that you won.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking
Yep.
about? Like
Uh-huh.
you won this argument. Fine. Fine. But that's not, and so then if there was like frustration on the other end, it was like, why are you frustrated? I just said that it was okay. And it's terrible. It's not good.
Yep.
So communication,
I
big
think
thing.
I do that. Yeah.
Learn to communicate. I do it far less. I really I check myself in disagreements all the time going, okay, this isn't a competition. This is us trying to come together and trying to kind of find something that works. So
Bless my wife. I am horrible. The end.
okay.
No, I've improved, but there's still moments that I need to improve on.
The short answers come out.
Short answers come out because I if you've learned anything about me over the past year of podcasts, our dear listeners, is I have crazy anxiety and depression. And one of my biggest things is not letting people down. And so in an argument that's like, and we don't have a ton of disagreements in our marriage, but like if we start having a disagreement, like for me, my mind goes immediately to like, oh, this is the beginning of the end. Like we're going to get divorced. And so like,
You're catastrophic.
yeah. And
Yeah.
so for me, it's better not to have the disagreement than to work through it, which is not a good thing
Sometimes.
sometimes.
Yeah.
Jake?
Yeah, I was going to say, Jake, you have to answer these questions too.
I do?
Yes, this is not like
I'm not the game host.
I was going to say you're on purpose putting us and throwing us under the bus. And Jake's like, I'm not going to answer. I'm just going to go to the next question.
I'm just going to go to the next humorous question here. That's fine. No, I'm actually trying to think really hard, and that's the problem. That's the problem. I don't know what's wrong with our disagreements.
Ooh.
No, you guys know I'm, because of my background, I'm the one that probably talks more in disagreement, but I'm also very convincing. So problem probably is that sometimes, even though I know I'm wrong, I keep going at it.
Oh, as in you steamroll.
Yep.
You're a steamroller.
So I kind of, yeah, I go and I go all the way, but it's one of those that my wife and I, we don't have a lot of disagreements. I'm trying to think of the
We
last.
don't have a lot of agreements.
We don't have a lot of agreements. We don't have
agree
a
on
lot of
stuff.
No, we don't have a lot of disagreements, and I'm just trying to think of any of the last ones we had, because we're one of those ones that we are not opposites.
Yeah, you guys aren't. You are
we are
similar.
Very, very similar. And so, and sometimes that can be a problematic for people. And it's most of the time, like when we have things, it's like, how do you feel about this? Well, I feel this way. And it's like, I feel the same.
I don't think that I can say that we argue.
No.
Like
we don't
me and my
argue.
wife don't really argue, but we do have disagreements. I mean, it's definitely like I have one opinion, she has another, and we have to go, okay, let's actually talk about this and move forward with this. Because the other problem is on the opposite side of the spectrum is, once again, my wife is super kind and nice and wonderful, and she doesn't want to disappoint me. And so sometimes if I in a disagreement, like if we disagree, let's say about something like the color of our car, something very dumb,
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, I would like a red car, I want a white car. She'll go, well, let's just get the red car because it's what you want.
Gotcha.
And then I'll be like, no, but is it what we want? Like, are we actually, are you just kind of accepting of the things that I want because you don't want to share what you really feel? Or are you really okay with red? So.
And I think that's what my wife and I's problem is we hate contention. And so we don't have fights or arguments necessarily, but like even a small disagreement, like we both try to appease the other, and that's what leads to more of an disagreement because
it starts to...
You're not actually getting a conclusion.
Well,
and
exactly. It gnaws on you. I mean, it really does. It's
like, well, no, we'll do what you want to do. Well, no, you need to do... Yeah, that kind of thing. So,
now, mind you, me and Pauline have been together for now 16 years.
And you've known each other
and
for
we've known each other
30 something years.
We've known each other, and we know each other very, very well now. And so it's almost funny to say it, but the longer that we're in relationships, the more that dynamic changes. At the beginning of our marriage, we were very much that way, where it was like, oh, no. Now it's a little bit more like, hey,
compromise.
I know you enough to know that this is bothering you.
Yeah.
Let's actually hash it out. Let's talk it out. Let's not just accept it. And it's made our relationship way deeper. Way deeper because it's
more mature.
You find things out about your spouse that maybe you didn't know before.
Yeah. Yep.
So
nice. Oh, Jake's lost
Sorry,
some thought.
I'm looking through all these questions.
Okay, well then while you're doing that, I'm going to do a marriage fact.
Marriage fact.
Romans believed in the vena amoris, a vein that ran through your fourth finger. That's why we wear rings on our fourth finger on our left hand.
I knew
because
that
they
one.
literally thought that there was a love vein that was connected directly to your heart.
It's funny that there's a lot of things that people call Venus on your body.
That is true. All right, next question, Jake.
What is the agreed upon temperature in the house, and who is constantly trying to sneakily change it?
Ooh.
So I can answer this one.
Please do, because I've been in your house.
Yeah. So
bless you guys.
So during the summer, our house is at 75 degrees during the day. Oh. At nighttime, I was able to get my wife to agree to, I think we're at 68, 69 degrees. It's mostly 70 though, I think is where we're at. During the winter is the only time I can see the temperature get really truly to 68, but most of the time that's just for a very brief moment, and then I'm changing it up to 71, 72 degrees. So my wife runs very cold. I do not. I am very hot all the time. This is one of those things where for me it's like I can survive as long as you understand that at nighttime I need it a little cooler than during the day. It's really hot because I don't sleep well when it's hot. Which, technically speaking, and sleep professionals state it. I just want to point out the temperature you should be sleeping at is 65 to 67 degrees.
I literally use that fact on my wife all the time.
Yeah, like these are sleep professionals that are saying your body actually needs.
Do you know
this
what my
to
wife
sleep.
said? Because she looked it up. She said every one of those facts has been based off of
Male,
and they have not been on female. And it's been shown time and time again that most sleep studies that were done on males do not equate to female sleep studies.
See, and that's how you know that your wife is perfect for you, because you fact check each other.
You fact check each other.
fact checked each other.
So I've corrupted my wife. My wife is likes it warm, but during the summer we keep it to about 70 degrees, and at night we turn everything off and it goes to 65. And then during the winter, I don't turn on the heat until it gets to like 62.
Oh,
And I leave it only to warm up until 65. And we have the window open.
Are you cold? Put on more clothes.
No, well, what we've done is, no, I don't want her to put on more clothes. Anyway,
Marriage.
what we've done is I've bought her a bunch of blankets.
Gotcha.
So it's cold in our house all the time, and I love it.
I've gradually gotten things slightly cooler. I think our average right now is about, during the summer months, about 72, and during the winter months, about 67 to 69. So
It's pretty good.
yeah.
So do you guys have different, so during the day, do you have a different time than the nighttime, or do you keep it the same?
During the day, most of the time, if I'm gone, then the temperature goes up. So
Yeah, my wife turns on the heat when I'm gone, and it's right now during wintertime, it's set at 65. And then at
Good
night,
heavens, Joshua.
we turn the heat off, and it gets down to probably like 60, 61.
wow, that is cold.
It's
Yeah, that I could not do.
fantastic, but it makes perfect cuddling.
There you go. Josh is psychologically torturing his wife so he can get a good cuddle. Well done, Josh. Hope you feel good about yourself.
How do you guys handle the blanket thief or the snorer? Do you have separate blankets or earplugs?
Separate blankets over here. The best thing that we've ever done. We sleep next to each other. We cuddle, but we have 2 separate blankets, and it's delightful.
How big are your blankets?
Gigantic. Okay. Like king-sized for both of us. But see, that the thing is because I run hot, I can have a little bit less of a blanket. I still like to be covered, but I'll have a little bit like shallower comforter. Pauline's got a duvet that's nice and thick and down.
Yeah.
So yeah, separate blankets are the way to go, yo.
Kylie and I share 3 blankets. We have our comforter, a weighted blanket that's, I think, 20 pounds. And then we have, to our Utah friends, a Minky Couture heavy blanket, which is 15. So we sleep with, I think, about 40 pounds on top of us.
Oh my gosh.
But by the end, or by the next morning, Kylie's pulled all the weight and I have the comforter. Somehow we've separated the sandwich.
Jacob almost died.
How about
what about
you,
you, Jake?
So I'm trying to think, because I often am the one that steals the comforter, which is funny because my wife has like several blankets on top of her. Because what we'll do is we have the sheet, we have a throw blanket that's a king size that goes all the way across. Then we have the comforter. And then my wife usually has her Minky Couture blanket.
Minky
Couture.
Hey, Minky Couture, reach out to us.
Yeah, we could totally.
I have 3 of you.
I think I have 5 now.
I've got 2 at least. So
I keep getting them at company parties, so that's what we have fun with. So, but yeah, my wife. What's funny is my wife can have 4 or 5 blankets on top of her, and still be cold.
that's really interesting.
That's how my wife
Has
is.
she been checked out to make sure that
She has,
and
and she's good.
Oh,
She's just
there you
there.
go.
Now it's really funny because then she's under all this stuff, and I'm like, "Wow, you must be hot." And then she reaches over with her foot, and it's ice.
frozen. That's
So
That's the best feeling ever.
So my wife doesn't snore.
snoring. My wife is just a trooper, and I think she just puts up with my snoring.
Yeah.
I think I snore a little bit.
So I don't snore as much as I used to because I lost my gallbladder. So thankfully, we don't snore as much. Now, I do want to ask a additional question. How do you deal with sleep talking?
Oh.
Because I've had a few fun experiences with my wife and sleep talking.
See, mine are more scary. When my wife sleep talks, it's because she's having a nightmare.
Yeah.
And so I have now made it so I can hear like a certain noise from her, and I'll immediately just try to wake her up to get her out of the nightmare. Because at one time it would be like, okay, we're just going to let her sleep through it. And then she would wake up and be like, I had the worst nightmare, and I was screaming your name out, trying to get you to wake me up. And I was like, oh, sorry, honey.
No, I thought you were sleeping.
We don't sleep talk. Well, wait.
You don't sleep talk well?
Pause. My wife doesn't sleep talk. I don't wake up when we're having conversation at night.
So she's trying to talk to you.
So she'll wake up. So she'll wake up and start talking to me, and I'll have a full conversation with her. Have no recollection. No, my wife whimpers when she's having a bad dream, and so that's when I usually, put my arm around her or something, and she stops. But we don't sleep talk. And when I say we, I mean she doesn't. I do, and she laughs about it really hard when we get up in the morning. Do you remember when you said that your butt hurts? Nope, no idea.
Guess it just hurts during the nighttime.
Yeah.
So, we've had many a fun conversation for a variety of different reasons. One of the first ones I had with my wife after we got married is she was having a stressful time at work. And we were in bed, and all of a sudden, she was just grumbling about numbers and workers and all this stuff. And I reached over and I said, hey, are you okay? And she turned around and said, shut up. And then she turned back, and I was just like, okay. So but next morning, I'm like, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to bug you last night. And she's like, I have no recollection of this. I'm like, sure. Okay.
That's how I am.
So,
yeah, I'll, since we're sharing stories, I am, first off, note, I am not an abusive husband. Any abusive husband should be thrown in the ocean. But I am a sleep mover. And a lot of times my dreams deal with punching, kicking, and or killing things. Now, my wife is not dead, so I haven't killed her. But one of the first month of our marriage, I roundhouse kicked a bee in a dream. The next thing I know, I hear a and I open my eyes and I've thrown my leg over and full on just kicked her right in the stomach.
I just like of all the things to kick.
A bee of all things.
Okay, next story. The month after that, I was holding my wife's face, like caressing, and I had fallen asleep. Well, in my dream, there was a mosquito on my arm. And I slapped it. And I woke up and I slapped my wife, and she was like, what the heck was that for? Yeah, sorry.
Oh, there you go.
So I sleep talk a lot. But usually it's I don't know if talk's the right word, more like sleep make sounds. So I am entering into a house, and actually is one of the neighbors, dad's neighbor's house that I'd been in before, and for some reason I owned it. My wife and I pull up in the driveway. We hop out of the car. The garage for some reason is open. The garage door is open, and there's rustling going on, and there's not supposed to be anyone in the house. So, me being the manly person in this dream, because I would totally do this in real life, I grab a stick, I walk into the kitchen area through the garage door, and there are people in the kitchen, and so I go, and for some reason my memory of me chasing you down with the stick Danny when you were sleeping came to mind, so I decided to do that. So it's like, and then I go run at them, and they run out of the house. All of a sudden, my wife slaps me awake. And she's like, are you okay? And I said, oh yeah, no, I was chasing away the bad guy. She says, well, this is what I heard. So I make sounds. And another time, we are driving down a dirt pathway in my dream. There is something in the front of us that is in the way and it's not moving. And so I reach out and I'm trying to, whoa, hey, whoa, get away. Well, I guess that my wake self thought it was a dog. Because my wife was sitting there, and all of a sudden I started. So we'll have to ask Julie about those experiences one of these times because she deals with a lot.
One more story from Josh, and this has only been more recently since I've gained weight. Growing up, I did not toot ever. It was against.
You could blame our mother
the
for
family household. You did not toot. You did not say toot and or the F word associated with tooting.
Fart.
Yeah, that one.
We couldn't say fart growing up.
Even now, our mother gets really.
Not the actual F word.
We couldn't say that either.
We couldn't say that either.
But recently, and when I say recent, probably a year or two after I got married, when I, like I said, gained a ton of weight. Do you know how like dogs, when they're sleeping and they fart, they look at their bum as if like
surprised that something happened? Yeah.
Yeah, I've been dead asleep and rip one that can probably wake up a neighborhood. And I look at my butt as if it had just committed the biggest crime. And my wife was like, "Was that you?" And I was like, "No." I have woken myself up many a time where I'm in a dream and all of a sudden a trumpet is sounding in my dream. And I'm like, what the world? And I wake up and it's my bum sounding off.
What question does that answer on your list there, Jake?
A little too many questions. Is what we're looking. How much time do we have?
We have, let's say, about 10 minutes.
We have 10 minutes. Okay, so I'll hold off doing the last one. How about this one? Who is the designated driver on road trips? Who is the designated DJ or navigator? Is looking at the map allowed for the driver?
I'm the designated driver and navigator. My wife is the DJ.
Same.
That is me.
Yep.
That was answered too quickly, guys. What the heck? So, I think it's pretty safe to say we are all born with an innate ability to be able to determine directions pretty well.
Yeah, our sense of direction is really
We
good.
get it from our dad. Our dad literally has, I swear, the American map memorized. We don't know how he does it. He just does it. Like you can go and say like, "Hey, Dad, we're traveling through the state," and Dad's like, "Well, you can take the I-7 and then
State Road 2 through Johnson's backyard."
yeah." Oh, by the way, you don't want to get into this neighborhood. It's pretty sketchy. What were you doing in the neighborhood, Dad? Well, there was a little bit of traffic on the road, and I wanted to...
That is the truth.
Right.
Also, I don't know if you guys had this, but Grandpa McBride, for some reason, I drove with him sometimes. And he would be like, "Okay, lead me home," when we were on the freeway. And that's when he lived in Orem, Utah. And so I'd have to tell him the exit, the turns, and everything. And so it became innate of like, you just kind of have to know where you're going.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
no,
we learned young.
Yeah, and I don't know. I don't know why. I've had her drive before, for sure. I mean, we've done some exceptionally long like road trips where we've like driven 10 plus hours. And so in those times, like we do definitely switch off. But like,
Yeah.
for the most part, nope, I'm the driver. She's the
Passenger
DJ
princess is what I call my wife.
passenger princess.
Passenger princess.
My wife doesn't like to drive, especially in like traffic or areas she doesn't know too well, and so she prefers that I drive as well.
I don't know. I think Julie does enjoy driving, but I'm just in the driver's seat.
Come on, Jake, you just took over.
I did.
I
did.
Man.
Now I hate driving.
You do hate driving.
I really hate driving, but I am the driver, which is really funny. But I also hate long drives. And so normally when we have a longer drive, we do switch off pretty often. So like when we went to Disneyland and we drove there, my wife and I changed every, 2 hours. So, and that's manageable. I still hate it, but it's manageable for me. But man, if I have to drive more than 2 hours,
oh man.
I could drive, so
We are very opposite in that regard.
I could drive for 6 hours straight.
We are the
I
opposite.
can
7 to 8 hours.
sit behind the wheel and just go.
I say we are the opposite in majority of the vacation things. Because there was one of the questions was, for vacation, are you relaxing on a beach or an active adventurer? I
Jake's at
am
home.
on the beach,
Out Bear
relaxing.
Lake.
Yeah, in one place, Bear Lake.
One place, Bear Lake. Hey, even in Hawaii, like we tried to explore, and like we went and we did the Polynesian Cultural Center, and we went to the Japanese temple and stuff like that. I would have been perfectly fine just hanging out on the resort the whole time.
See, and I will say this, Jake, that is a big step because I haven't been to Hawaii. So you've beaten me there.
Yeah, so much money. So much money.
Could have just gone to Bear Lake.
I could have just gone to Bear Lake, saved, several $1,000s.
Here,
Definitely
How
an
about you-
active adventure.
how about you do the best of both worlds?
Bear Lake?
Cruise. You go on an adventure, but you also get a beach.
A cruise on Bear Lake.
We are very, very different creatures.
Yeah.
Because you got Bear Lake, you got Cruise, that's Josh. And then for me, it's like,
Let's go see a rock out in the middle of Colorado.
Danny wants to experience culture, society.
do.
He wants to experience history.
Everyone, this is how it usually happens. Usually Jake and I are like, hey, let's record a game. Stay tuned for more details. On Saturday. And Danny's like, oh, no, I'm out with my family. And then we come to find out later he's like driven in the middle of nowhere, Nevada
heck yeah.
to see like some...
to get cheese curd.
That's just an excuse. It's to give my children a chance to see a world outside of this.
See,
a
and if your
happy
children
bubble.
are anything like me, they hate it.
You're right. And you know something? I'm making them do it anyways, kicking and screaming. So they'll probably resent me.
I
in their
would say
future
your
life.
oldest may be like Jake.
Yeah. It's surprising because actually, my oldest, I'll just say Brogan because he listens to this. He's a little bit more adventurous than you think. Like, for
Really?
example, when he turns 12, we've kind of told him, hey, we'd like to just do like a trip, the three of us, your mom, me, and you. And he's kind of picked some places that are,
Well, aren't you
Very
guys going to
different.
Scotland for his 12th birthday?
no, we've talked about doing London because he's thought about doing
Ooh.
London. He wants to do New York. He wanted to maybe do New York.
York.
The other
New
place,
York!
the other place that he's really wanting to do right now, and I don't think this is going to happen,
It's Japan.
is Japan. He wants to go to Tokyo.
We'd go with you.
I would go with you everywhere else.
I'd say that's one place
You
I
need to go.
would hate the flight, but I would love to go to Japan.
Jake's like, I've made that flight before.
I've made that flight twice.
That's true.
It sucked.
Okay, final question, Jake. Let's see it.
What is one small... Oh, wait, no, that's wrong. Sorry. If you could give one specific piece of advice to a couple getting married next weekend, what would it be?
Serious advice, Joshua.
Serious advice. This is
PG
I got it.
advice,
Hey,
Joshua.
Josh.
Hey, I'm being mature right now.
That
But if
first
you want the
time
immature,
ever.
email us at emails.
Emails at twaddlingalong.com. That's
No.
emails with
At
an S
twaddling
at
along.
twaddlingalong.com.
No, in all full seriousness, what I would say is if you're a guy, if you're the groom going into this marriage, learn how to listen and learn that sometimes you just need to listen. You don't need to fix. You don't need to do anything else. Just listen. If you're the bride growing, what? If she's still growing, good for you. But if you're the bride going into the relationship, know that your husband needs to learn how to listen. So be patient.
Is that what the advice is for all women? Just be patient.
Just be patient. We're flawed individuals. No, in all honesty, communication is one of the biggest things. And if you learn how to communicate early and openly communicate with one another, there's not really a problem you can't solve. Amen.
I like it. So I actually compiled some because I knew this question was going to be coming up.
Oh.
Be kind even if you're not feeling it, maybe especially if you're not feeling it. If you can go grocery shopping with the person and have the best time ever, you have yourself a keeper. Marry them for who they are, not their potential.
Not a project?
Say thank you for day-to-day things, even taking out the trash, sweeping the floor, folding laundry. Randomly give your partner a cold beverage on a hot day. It's the little things that show you care. and just buy 2 pizzas instead of arguing over the toppings.
Amen. Hey,
And that's on top of all the. I do have to agree with Josh on all the communication things. Start early and just sit down. If I were to do this with any marriage person, I'd say, look, the first 3 months you're in honeymoon and you are in bliss. After those 3 months, sit down and say, okay, what do we want out of life?
Yep.
And don't hold back from each other. Express your deepest fears, express your wants, express your desires, and then from there, build something that's going to last you a long time. And as someone who I would say, 16 years, pretty successful marriage, 3 kids.
I'd call that successful.
I think that is the best thing that you can do.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Do you know what's funny? We asked this question to my wife's grandpa. Do you know what he said? He said, you may always love your spouse, but you got to learn to like your spouse too. And he's like, there may be days where you might not necessarily like your spouse, but if you learn to like them, even during the hardest times, you can get 60 years, which is what he celebrated, was 60 years.
Good on him.
So he said, learn to like your spouse. And then he proceeded to say, because they're a quirky couple, he's like, yeah, I don't think she likes me anymore.
For me, my big thing is learning their love language early. So, you can go out and you can find like the 5 love languages and stuff like that. There's a lot of research and studies that's been done on that. I do really like the author.
I like his too, yeah.
And he has an audiobook and it's really good because he actually is the one that says it. But being able to determine what your spouse and you really feel is how you feel love or how you feel loved is a big deal. Because there's some things that you grow up thinking that you are going to love a particular way. And unfortunately, your spouse might not like that way of being loved as much. So you want to make sure you determine that. So make sure you do it. And by the way, you can do this throughout your entire marriage.
Yeah, sometimes it changes over time.
Yeah,
you got to make sure you're doing it often.
Because let's be honest, you might be very physical in the first year, 2, 3 of your marriage. And as you get more mature in love, it may be a lot more,
acts of service,
compassion,
time.
Yeah.
So yeah, get that figured out pretty early on. And then
agreed.
Just have fun.
Yep.
Just, there's little things like the honeymoon period does end to a point, but there was one of my professors just said, but why let it end all the way?
Yeah.
There's opportunities to have that honeymoon experience throughout your life. Just enjoy it and enjoy the ups and the downs and all the things together because you're doing it together. You're not just doing it apart. So it's definitely a fun experience. There are those that struggle with it sometimes, and I can say that you can work at it at any point.
Yep.
You have to do it together, though. If you do it apart, it makes it a little bit more complicated. You have to actually actively be working together towards a common goal. So, marriage.
I think the world builds in selfishness, and marriage is the most selfless thing that you are going to be required to do. And so it's overcoming some of your natural tendencies of selfishness. And I think that once you do that, marriage becomes
It's a beautiful thing.
easy.
And enjoy the quirks.
Enjoy the quirks.
We've talked about a lot of quirks, and trust us when we say if there's been anything that has been little said about our spouses, maybe some of their quirks, the McBride boys have about it 20 to 30 fold.
We appreciate that our wives
they still love us.
our quirks, or at least put up with our quirks.
Yes,
And
for
that's
as long as they have.
That is going to be my final thought. I am so grateful for my wife and love her so much. And, even though I've given her white hairs and she's going to be like, I can't believe you said that on this podcast. Who cares? She didn't have white hairs. She didn't have white hairs before me. I have given her every single one with honor. But she
honor.
still loves me and she still puts up with me, and I am just so grateful for her. So if you really want marriage advice, talk to our wives. They're probably better.
One of the funniest
they've
things is
been
when they get
successful.
together on Sundays and have their little therapeutic session
I
about
know
dealing
they,
with this.
they go and couple up in like the kitchen while we're just sitting there like a bunch of lazy butts, and then they come out and they're like, "We had a really good chat," and it's like, "Oh crap!" Oh, bless them.
All right. We are off next week. And then we are going to be returning with history, and it's Jake's favorite. And he's going to be
Am I in charge of it?
You are in charge of history.
Jake, you should do Napoleon Bonaparte.
Napoleon Bonaparte.
Napoleon Bonaparte.
Let's talk about
Not
Napoleon.
Bonaparte.
Let's talk about Bonaparte. Because
Let's talk
Bonaparte
about-
would be a little too serious.
I almost said pull apart.
Napoleon Bonaparte.
Pull apart.
Just kidding. You should
No.
do Nelson Mandela.
You guys need to know that I never do anything serious on history. That's going to be something really silly.
You should do.
I can't take history seriously or I will be driven mad.
Mad, I tells you.
You should do Mad King George.
Mad King George, huh?
Crazy King George.
Whatever Jake decides, please join us when we come back. Now, we do have to say a couple of things that are going to be coming up, because by the time we have our next recording, we will be doing the same similar three, but we will more than likely be recording back to back because we are going to be out of town at the end of January.
We don't need to tell them when. We'll just tell them that
Oh
we'll
no,
be out
we're
of
going to
town.
be out of town at the end of January. I'm telling people.
The other thing is who knows? We might have a special episode where we're freaking, recording wherever the heck we're going.
That's true. That is true. So maybe we'll see some things. This is 2026.
New Year.
Happy New Year, everyone. Be on the lookout for any new things that we're going to be putting out. Check out our YouTube page. Make sure you are subscribed there. Our podcast is anywhere that you like to listen to podcasts, so make sure you're subscribed to that.
And I will say this, we are recording other kind of fun things on the side that we're just piling it up before we...
we're in beta testing as we speak, seeing what we can do there. So who knows? Maybe you'll start to see more of us. Notice that I said see. Dun, dun, dun. Happy New Year, everyone.
You don't
Happy
wanna see me in
freaking...
public. That
Hey,
really
Merry
embarrassing.
Christmas, you filthy animal.